How many here remember black and white TV? Anybody? You know, one of my favorite shows was The Millionaire. Remember that one? Where this guy, you never saw him. Yeah, oh, dude, great. Every week he'd give away $1 million, and the show was about the drama of what they would do with it and the troubles and things it would cause in their life. You know, I think that's pretty cool. $1 million won't get you very far these days. You have to really think in terms of $1 billion. Today we don't talk about millionaires, we talk about billionaires. And we don't realize the real difference between the two. If I had $1 million and I spent $1,000 a day, in about 3 years, it'd be all gone. If I had $1 billion and I spent $1,000 a day, it would take 3,000 years about for me to spend that money. You know, there's a big difference. We don't always see that because the word billion is, you know. But think about it. If you had $1 billion, even if you invested it well, it wouldn't last more than a few generations probably. I mean, how much money is around today? You can find some royal families and trace that money back, but it still fritters somewhere probably around 1,300 years ago. It ends. All the great empires have ended. And I hate to say it, but even ours will one day hopefully be subsumed by something greater, bigger, and more wonderfully lovely. But my point is, all of that ends. And in this season, we've been given a gift that doesn't end. And it keeps coming around, and that's the point of it. Now, I want you to imagine that you've been given a gift that never runs out.
What would that be? The first thing I think of is the everlasting gobstopper from, yeah, I'm sorry, it's just where my head goes, you know. What a concept. How much is any gift worth? Think about that. What's the metric of it? Is it money? Is it fun? You know, like a toy or a boat or a ski trip to Hawaii? Is it utility? This car gets me to and from work. This yoga mat really helps me stay in shape. Now think of your life and the life swirling around you and imagine it all gone. Seriously, all of it. You were never here. And then imagine it all being given back to you anew. You see, that life, you know, an issue that comes up often in philosophy is, how would you rather be born? Would you rather be born into poverty with an attitude that is just shining? Or would you rather be born into riches with an attitude that was grumbling, negative? You know, what is worth what in your metric? And that's what this season is really about. It's a call back to us to come back to what our measures are, what it is that matters, and how it comes to matter. This is Jesus' beginning gift. God with us. It's about presence. This presence, before Jesus, we were waiting. God was either in the earth or up in the sky. And Jesus said, no, God is like water to the fish everywhere around you. Where can you point that God is not? As Jesus said in the Gospel of Thomas, lift a rock and I am there. Where is it I am not? This presence is what so many of us miss, especially those of us in midlife, we who are caught up in the householding duties of everydayness. We miss it. And I think this text is about something very important, because if you see what's happening in this text, there are two helpless sides to life, the very beginning and the very end. And what happens in this text? The two helpless pieces come together. You see, there are three pieces in every gift. One is that you know it's a gift, it's life. The second is recognizing the gift, and the third is, what are you going to do with it once you've recognized it? Great drama, by the way. Welcome to life. Two ends. And this is what the lesson is about. The helpless seem to get it. Those of us in between helplessness sometimes miss it because of our busyness, because of us tending so much to the very life that we're not seeing. And this is the call that this season brings back to us. The presence. Both the gift and the recognition are part of something very special. And it's important to get this. The ordinary. The ordinary. God, who's everywhere, is not a God that just speaks in these glorious moments. And I'm not saying God doesn't, because the backside of Silver for years, Silver Mountain, was just God speaking all over the place for me. But there's this other place. There's this other place. And it's happening every day. It's this telling us that this presence is not some extraordinary thing, but part of our ordinary, everyday world. And now, my friends, I want to say, welcome to you. Welcome to you. If you had $1 million, my question would be to you, what would you do with it? And here's the thing. That question, that's the world's game. That's